Morning. It's almost 9 a.m. Well, it's 8:42 on a Monday. I'm going to quickly prepare my breakfast. So I have a little croissant, actually pain au chocolat, that I have put in the oven. It's not burnt. So that's my little pain au chocolat. Then I'm going to have my classic Earl Grey. I'm going to make a whole teapot because I'm going to start working in about 15 minutes. So I want my first teapot of the day to be ready. This is nice. This is by Fortnum & Mason. I also bought some Moroccan mint tea, and I refilled it in an old Moroccan mint tea tea caddy that I have also from Fortnum & Mason. But the new brand that I bought is another brand. I forgot what it was. But yeah. There we go. So I will leave these bits here. Let me take you. So this is my setup for this Monday. I have my little, it's Monday, please come back tomorrow sign. This is a moisturizing mist. I noticed that last week part of the reason why I was tired is because I didn't have my glasses. So I will wear my glasses. These are for blue light. My mentees booklets, just in case they reach out. I also use it as a mouse pad. My computer, my project book. You can tell, so when I have, the number of tabs is the number of projects that I have open. So right now I'm working on 4 things in parallel. My daffodils have now properly filled up. Hand cream that I'm trying to finish. I need to put this away from the sun. This doesn't look good. I'll just put it here. Hide it a little bit. So I had a shower and obviously got dressed. I started wearing sunscreen now because it's very, very sunny. It's still cold, but it's very sunny. And the only makeup I'm going to put on today is going to be this corrector by Bobbi Brown. I'm going to use it under my eyes because, yeah, I don't want to look tired. And then I'm going to wear a bit of red lipstick after I have breakfast. So I'm just going to apply this very quickly. Also for my outfit, today I'm wearing this dress. It's by Sezane. It's silk. Every time I buy a dress or like anything, it is the natural fabric ones because Sezane also will have some fabrics that are polyester and things like that. I only buy either silk or cotton. So I like this one. I think it's very spring appropriate. It has these this detail in the cuffs that are very tight, but then everything else is quite balloony. So I think it gives it a bit of a puffiness. And then in my feet, I'm just wearing my Birkenstocks. I had a pedicure, but it got chipped. It doesn't show much on camera, but yeah. So maybe, no, not today. Another day I'm going to kind of fix my feet. And then, so I'm just, as I said, I'm going to apply that thing. And then I'm going to start working in about 10 minutes or so. And then I'm going to do a lot of chores around the house. So because my client, the client that I had used to require a lot of FaceTime, and because now they are back to Korea, I get to actually work on a different time schedule. So now I get to really go into my hyper focus mode and work for a good 55 minutes and then have a 5-minute break. So in my 5 minutes breaks, I will be doing things like loading all my bed linen into the laundry and things like that. So the setup that you have behind me is usually also how I prepare when I'm in the office. So typically I would come a little bit before 9 or after 9, and then that's when I'm in London. Obviously on client side, I usually start whenever I need to start. Sometimes it's at 7 or whatever. But assuming I don't have any morning meetings, I will come around 9. I usually get my breakfast at my desk. And one of the things that I do every morning is called an inbox review. So while I'm having breakfast, I tend to go over all my entire inbox, all my open items. Usually it's between 70 and 90 emails that I would be receiving, and then I just go through them one by one. And I have this method where I kind of plan my day accordingly. So if there is an email thread, a lot of the reason why I have such a volume is because people would be sending stuff and then other people replying, and with the time difference, sometimes you have 10 emails regarding the same topic. So I will look at all emails in a single email thread, and I see if there is an action for me or not. If not, I delete. I'm very, very big on deleting stuff. Most of my colleagues prefer to archive. I just don't like that mental clutter, so I just delete everything. So that's for the long email threads. I still haven't had breakfast. That's why, my boss always does this in the morning. I don't know why. But then I go into other emails, and if there is a call to action for me, I assess. Is this something that's going to take a minute? Like, can you please search for, do you have any information on how to, I don't know, reorganize X, Y, Z, right? If I already know where to find that information, I will just look it up, send the email immediately. If I think it's something that might require a bit more time, anything for me that is more than 15 minutes, I will actually take that email and pop it into a calendar invitation and allocate the time for it anytime during my week. So if it's something that's going to take me an hour or two, I will have an hour or two block that says, prepare the deck for the monthly strategy meeting, something like that. And then the other thing is calendar invitations. I will accept, decline, whatever. And then the last bit is just seeing what else I had open from the last week. And then I start writing my to-do list. That's what I do in my burgundy notebook. So I would have a general to-do list that is actually, it's not specific to a project. So it's just my to-do list from what I have seen in that day. So it would be something like very straightforward, or something that is even longer than that. And I like to build on it, because if I have an all-encompassing, like a master to-do list, then I know exactly what I have on my plate, especially that I typically work on different things. And then as I start planning the day, I know that if I'm going to spend 2 hours working on a specific project, then I just pull that tab and I start working on it. It's the same thing as doing things on OneNote, for example, or by creating folders. I just like having a physical thing to write on. So this is a Look Term 1917. It's a brand that I have been using for quite some time. I also have Rhodia, and I always get the dot grid. I'm very particular about the type of paper that I take. It's too white. Yeah. The dot grid, that's what I like. I don't like lined paper. I struggle with unlined paper. The dot grid is just perfect for me. So that's what I'm going to do right now. I have now logged in. I'm letting all my emails load in. I typically have an issue with my mailbox because it's always full. So that's what I'm going to be focusing on right now. So yeah. Also, today's my birthday, so I keep receiving all these emails, messages, etc. So that's it. It's going to be a busy day. Right, so I have 99 unread emails. 2 of them are about my Microsoft Outlook mailbox being almost full. So I'm going now to put on some music, my focus music, have my breakfast and prepare my to-do list. Time for my first break. It's 9:55. What I try to do when I have these breaks is to do a non-computer break. So I will do physical things. So for this first one, what I'm going to do is actually continue loading my dishwasher. I usually try to load my dishwasher as I go, but sometimes I just get overwhelmed or I don't have enough time or something like that. So now I'm just loading all the last little bits. And then I'm going to run it, and that should be a good 5 minutes well spent. I was talking to one of my friends, and I couldn't help but resent the people who continue to go out and and do all kinds of irresponsible things, because I'm talking to my sister in Morocco and I'm comparing the response to Morocco compared to the other countries, and it is quite impressive, because I am usually, like everybody who loves their country, I'm usually quick at criticizing everything that is wrong, though I don't do it openly, obviously. But I was really impressed with how Morocco has been handling this crisis so far, and I cannot help but compare it to allegedly the UK. That is I cannot help but compare it to the UK, which allegedly is a developed country, right? So it's just sad to see that some people are so selfish. Like I said at the beginning of this series, I'm not worried about myself actually getting sick. I'm worried about passing it on to some people who are vulnerable. And I don't understand why some people still don't get that. Yeah. Okay, my dishwasher is loaded to the maximum of its capacity, so I'm going to have it run. I have a couple more minutes, so I'm going to just apply a little bit of lipstick and I'm good to go. Look at this. It's so satisfying to see how my apartment is coming to become a bit more organized. I usually never have time to do these little things. Like, obviously I always run the dishwasher and all that kind of stuff. And we're good to go. Right, it's 10:56, my second break. So I had a long call for one of the projects that I currently manage. And now, because I only have 2 or 3 minutes, I'm going to use that time to take some of my vitamins. So I'm going to take chromium, because that helps regulate blood sugar, because I tend to get low blood sugar. Then I'm having zinc and vitamin C. So zinc is for your immune system, and it is better absorbed when you have it with vitamin C. I already had omega-3 in the morning, and I had methylphenidate, which is the ADHD stuff. Then this is iron. I have to take iron because I naturally have very, 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 very low red blood cells and white blood cells. So because I am anemic all the time, I would just take the normal iron, but I would also periodically dip, and in that case I take something like ferrous fumarate, but that is on prescription. I take very, very high doses, but that's every few months, depending on how my results came in. And then I have some vitamin D3. It's quite sunny, but for some reason my body just does not produce vitamin D, I guess, or fix it or whatever. So I always have that. So these are the bits that I'm going to have right now. I'm not going to do my second bit of laundry because I only have a few minutes. So I might start stripping my, what is it called? My pillows from their covers. But I will only run the laundry in my next break, as it will also be my lunch break. Right, so I stripped my pillows. They have a bit of yellow in them, so I might need to actually also wash them after I do the bedding. I'm also thinking of removing my duvet because it's very, very heavy, so I might need to just leave the flat sheet. I'm gonna have an apple because it's 11 a.m. That's usually when I like to have a snack, so I'm trying to keep my office habits. Plus, it's good for your teeth. It's 12:30. I did not actually have any break since last time that I checked in, so that was a complete fail. I'm going now to take a proper lunch break. I will cook my lunch, I will empty my dishwasher, finally do my laundry, and not look at a computer for the next 30 to 45 minutes. Hey, I have a call in 20 minutes and I'm super tired, so I'm just having a break. I'm having an apple crumble, herbal tea. I'm going to watch something very stupid and chill until my call. Yeah. Oh my god, this lighting just washes me out. I swear I'm not that pale. It's 7 p.m. I have been working like crazy. My brain is fried. I had so I showed you when I had the little cake break, and then I had another break where I ate a little bit more because I was starving. When I work this much, I'm starving. I'm hungry now too. I just sent a deck of slides and my back is killing me. So I've been looking at ergonomic chairs and I never realized how expensive they are. Like, you go on any website, it's £1,000. And the funny thing is that I looked at one of the chairs that I really liked, and I was actually considering whether or not to get it as an investment, whether to like pay it over 4 months or something like that. Like, I really seriously was considering it. And 13 people apparently bought it in the last 48 hours on John Lewis. And then I look at the details and it's 5 weeks waiting time. It's on pre-order. So 13 people paid an unbelievable amount of money on an ergonomic chair that they will only receive in May. How crazy is that? So I haven't found any less expensive chairs, but if the pain doesn't improve, I might actually have to consider something to invest. My friend and my sister are texting me. But yeah, I'm probably gonna have a very, oh god, I'm gonna have a hot bath and try to relax. Oh, I have a muscle soak, so I'm probably gonna use that because I'm just dying dead. Hey, so I'm now in my workout clothing because I'm gonna stretch afterwards. As I said, my back, my neck, my shoulders, they kill me. So now I'm having dinner, just some cheddar, salmon, and what was that? It's an olive flute, and I'm going to try and watch something stupid for about an hour or so. That's enough for digestion to have started. As you see, I don't really have very heavy stuff. I wouldn't eat a lot of cheese if it were much later at night, but it's about 8 p.m. right now, so I should be fine. I should have enough time between now and when I go to sleep. So as I said, I'll watch something for an hour and a half. Then I'll go and do some stretching for 20 minutes. Then I will have a very, very, very hot bath with some muscle soak, and I'll call it a day. So that is the end of today's vlog. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know what other things you want to see in my videos. I could perhaps show you my updated skincare routine or something like that, but I just need ideas because I haven't been outside in ages and I'm going to be filming a lot these days just to get by. So let me know in the comments what you want to see. See you in my next vlog. Bye. Something very sweet happened. So my colleague actually sent me flowers. I wasn't aware until she texted me and she said, have you gotten the flowers? But because I actually don't go out, I had no idea they were downstairs. So I'm just unpacking them and I'm going to arrange them and I'll show you. I have used sellotape or scotch, as we call it in Morocco, to create a grid because I want the stems to stand upright. So I'm going to organize them into this thing because normally I wanted the vase to have a smaller mouth, but this has a large opening, so I'm going to just use it as it is. And as I always say, you can never have enough vases at home. Like, I have a collection of vases. Yeah. Anyway, let's do this. Right. So here are my little flowers all arranged. They're very parched. Look at this little stock one, because they've been there all day since obviously as I said I don't go out. So I give them 3 or 4 days and these will all open up. That's gonna be exciting. I haven't had fresh flowers in a while. Like, I bought these daffodils, but as I said, I cancelled my subscription, so it's always good to have something fresh at home.